Hey everybody, it's NiftyBC here with another NFT Circus, and we got another crazy bunch of guys here to talk about NFTs. And we have our co-hosts Crackers and TC. Thank you again for coming back, guys. All right, so before we get going, let's talk about the giveaways really quick. We're going to do some giveaways right off the bat. Make sure you put in hashtag M.O.R.B.S into the YouTube chat, and the person that does that, as many people as load in there. Hopefully we get some more people. Last night we had about 12. I think a lot of the time we had about 30. But you're going to get this one. This is the first one up for grabs. We're going to have about 3 or 4 giveaways today. But this is the first one. It's going to be for a Soul Surfboard on wax. This is the Andre the Amphibious model. So put in hashtag M.O.R.B.S, guys, and that way you're automatically entered to win.
I'm sorry. Can I interrupt you really quick?
Yeah,
I can't really hear anything because somebody's audio is playing over you really bad.
Yeah,
it sounds like someone's got background talking happening. That's
there
being picked
we go.
up by the
Crackers.
mic.
It was
like big
Crackers.
You might want to mute your mic when you're not speaking. I think otherwise I won't hear anything. Sorry.
Crackers, you've been called out, sir. That's it. So let's talk about Wax. Wax been up and down. It's been a roller coaster ride. It was up in the 90s, then went down, went back up to 75. Now it's about like around 50 or so. So it's about 50 cents. So hopefully this will continue to move up here. Hopefully soon. You know, there's a lot.
Well,
of
it
things
can go down
with
if it wants to.
Yeah, TC wants it to go as low as it can possibly go.
Yeah, it can go as low as it wants, so I can buy more and more and more and more.
That's the way to do it. See, TC knows how to do this game. He knows this game. So
everybody wants to panic sell. I'm here.
That's right. Yeah, and Wax also announced this week that Amazon's going to be utilizing some of their services, so that's going to be part of it. So who knows what's going to be going on with the Wax space. So first off, let's talk about some non-fungible drugs. Now, what is going on here, Lord Pablo? Lord Pablo runs something called non-fungible drugs, and it is a game, a staking game as well. It has some really cool things. So tell us about it, Pablo. Tell us about what is going on.
Hi, everyone. I mean, I think before talking about the game itself, I think it's important to clarify something. Even if I'm based in Amsterdam and probably someone of you is in California, but still these are not non-fungible drugs. So this is a game, of course. So we don't here to try to convince anyone to use drugs or to sell or to deal drugs. So I think it's important to clarify this at the beginning, because when you talk about drugs, I think this is quite important. So having said that, so basically, I think pretty much every one of you and everyone that's listening knows that one of the first uses of not one of the first uses, but one of the main, the most known stuff happened at the time with the blockchain was basically Silk Road. Silk Road was used also for basically dealing and selling real drugs. But at the end of the story, many of those people are in jail probably now. And what we want to do really with our game is basically the opposite, exactly the opposite. So we would like people to enjoy and eventually to earn money. And one day they can probably say, I bought this house selling non-fungible drugs, but still we don't want to have people in jail. So there is nothing illegal here. It's a game. It's not like I don't know. It's like GTA. It's not a game that gives like you the possibility to do the same stuff in real life. You know. So having said that. Our game, so it's about producing and selling, actually. So it's not about using drugs. It's more about being the drug lord. So you can build your kind of empire. At the moment, we are in the alpha phase, meaning that we have 2 features. One is the vault, meaning that it's a feature reserved a little more for people following us since a little more time, because it's a kind of staking. So basically it's a passive income. And tomorrow we have our first alpha sale, and the 15th of
alpha
December.
sales tomorrow, you're saying?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, 5 p.m. UTC time, and that's basically we are gonna drop three kind of packs, which will allow. Well, probably you don't have assets to play, but if you go to the play section of the website, you can eventually start playing. But in any case, this will be a closed beta, well, a closed alpha actually, and therefore you can actually, we call this a kind of work from home, meaning that this is not the real game, of course, because there is still we need to implement all the territories and lands where all of these non-fungible drugs will be produced. But at the moment, you basically work from your place and produce non-fungible drugs. And
so will the game have land for sale as well? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it will. There will be quite soon, to be honest. It's just that we need to test. To be honest, we built all of this project around. We didn't spend anything in marketing. We just built a community, and we basically are improving by listening to them. Because at the end of the story, also drugs and crime is a kind of known stuff with movies and everything else. So. And so we also decided to give this kind of appeal. So this is what you're showing now. Thanks for going there. Yeah. This is our first family, which is the Testa family, and this is the first henchman that you can find into the packs that we are dropping tomorrow. Together, if you can maybe scroll a little down.
Sure, of course.
There are some printers.
You got the 3 printers. Yeah. So you need a printer, you need a member, and then you also need a pack, right? Like a
bag.
A bag of some sort, right?
Yeah, exactly. So then, of course, you can. Sorry, please go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. So basically, you have different rarities. As you can see, there is the golden, the silver, and the common. And based on that, there are different time and different yields for each assets that you have. So based on your strategy, you can decide the way you want to play. But as I was saying, this is like the work from home. Then in the game itself, I think I cannot spoil too much at the moment, to be honest about that. But I think if you are into crypto, I think you will like what we will do.
Nice.
So tell us about the staking aspect of it.
Can you please maybe click on
let me go back
on FIBO and then on the top menu? Yeah, if you go to the bottom, yeah, exactly. So there is a table here. If you scroll a little down, so basically so our NFTs are divided into weights and rarities. So weights they start from MD, which are microdose, which is 0.1 gram. So therefore, you can blend 10 of them to get 1 gram, and then you can blend 29 grams to get an ounce, and then you can blend 1,000 grams to get a kilo, or 29 ounces and some grams, and 14 grams. And of course, also you can blend 4 common NFTs for 1 silver one and 2 silver for a gold. So therefore, as you can see, the more you go with rarity and the more you go with weight, it means that you own more. Sure. And therefore, as you can see, a common MD produces 0 rewards, like common MDs and silver MDs, they don't produce nothing. Right. But as you go higher in the weights, and as you go higher in the rarities, then as you can see in the last column, the boost in APRs, then basically you produce more. So
and you're saying that you can have 4 common MDs and be able to get a silver GR? Is that
no? For common MDs, it's 1 silver MD.
MD, and then you move up from there. Gotcha.
So basically, for a silver gram, you need 40 MDs, basically.
Gotcha.
Because it's so basically these are automatically airdropped to the wallets owning these assets, and if you hold them at least for 1 week, then each 14 days basically you receive these rewards. So, and that's basically the way we want to also help our early kind of adopters to to be the most powerful lords at the beginning, because they are following us since a lot of time. So we are giving a lot of NFTs. They're accumulating them, so they acquired some. No one until now reached 1 kilo at the moment. I am the only one that I can blend a kilo at the moment if I want.
Nice.
There is no sense on doing that. But yes, I can't wait for that.
Now, how many cards are coming in each pack that you're going to be selling tomorrow for the alpha?
So basically, there are 6 packs. Six cards, let's say. Okay. 6 NFTs. Actually, they are not really cards. So there is 1 pass, which can be gold, silver, or common also. And depending on the pass, you will have access to the alpha game on different dates. Also, because we need to taste everything. So this is really our first testing with a lot of users, so we need to release it in a kind of.
Now, are these the cards that I'm showing right here? Are these the right cards that are in?
Yeah, these are NFTs. So these are the non-fungible drugs. So as you can see, you cannot smoke them. They are they are JPEGs and cuts. So yeah, and then there will be a pass, and depending on the pass. So if you have the gold pass, of course, you can start playing 1 week before the silver and 2 weeks before the common one. And then there will be 1 henchman, 1 printer, and 1 bag, so you can immediately start playing. Plus, there is also what we call a mystery box, which is basically depending on the rarities, also their gold, silver. Yeah, exactly. Those are the passes
right here, right? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And the mystery boxes just contains basically NFTs based then on your luck. You can get odds, ounces or grams or whatever, but those are included also in the pack. Plus, depending on the rarity, if you get the gold pack, then you get 1 bonus lot with a guaranteed golden henchman or printer or bag, and same applies for silver and common.
And how much are the packs going for?
So if you have a whitelist, basically you get the mystery box for free. So the mystery box were $28, $14, and $7. So the gold, silver, and common. So you get $28, $14, and $7 discount. And the packs are $129, $75, and $29. So they became $101, $61, and $22 with discount.
Very cool. Very cool. And then once again, so you're going to be doing the reward system every 2 weeks as long as they've been holding for a week, correct?
If basically we introduced the 1 week kind of cooldown, because since we have the blending system and also the reverse blending system, we don't want people to just get rewards one day and then unpack everything and then get rewards. So since the rewards basically are each 4 days, because we do 1 reward on Saturday and then the next reward on Wednesday, and then so on and so forth. So you don't have 1 week in between to do this. So basically, if your NFT is minted at least 1 week before the reward date, then you receive automatically. And this is going on since already like 2 months, basically.
Now, are these transferable as well?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Like I put them on market, I can transfer them over to somebody else as well.
Yeah, sure.
And then they would just go into that week cooldown, basically, if I transferred it. Is that what would happen?
No. It's just the mint date.
Just the mint date. That's okay.
Yeah. Because of course, if you buy one, it's correct that you start receiving rewards. It's just that we want to avoid people blending and reverse blending.
Got to hear you doing the dump. I hear you. Awesome, man. This is cool. So when did you guys start doing this? How did you guys get into the whole NFT thing, and why did you end up on Wax? How did you end up here?
So basically this year, I don't remember how I get into Alien Worlds, and then that really opened my brain in a way, because I saw a lot of cool opportunities there. To be honest, I think that I was a fan of blockchain since quite a long time, to be honest.
Right.
But also the gaming part of it, I think it's quite interesting to be explored. So it was around March, I would say, this year, and then this game was in my mind since a long time, to be honest, in another form. But then I saw with blockchain and Wax a perfect match. So in around May, I've started basically doing a lot of stuff alone, as I'm a developer, and I do a lot of similar stuff in a way. But then now the team, it's already like 15 people all around the world, more or less, mainly in Europe, but someone in Mexico and Australia and other places too. So yeah, I'm quite happy of how it went in the last, like, basically just 6 months.
And where are you based out of?
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, very cool, and that matches very well with
the,
with the subject at hand. Very cool, man. This is super cool. I'm glad I discovered you guys, man. I'm definitely going to be getting this. And this goes tomorrow. What time you said?
5 p.m. UTC.
UTC, 5 p.m. All right, so go out there and get that, guys. It's the non-fungible drugs, which is NFD. We'll just call it NFT, so that way people don't get confused. You're not going to end up with anything in the mail. Don't worry. It's okay.
Yes, all legal.
Well, thanks a lot for telling us a little bit about that, Laura.
Yeah, thanks, everyone.
Very much. Thank you. Let's move on over to Neon Space. These guys have been doing some cool stuff. I've been watching you guys for a while. I know that you guys are doing a lot of stuff in Uplift as well. So tell us about Neon Space, man. What's going on now? What drops you guys have coming up?
Dope. Yeah. So me and Lewis are here from Neon Space. We're kind of the co-founders of the project. And it's first and foremost, it's like an art project that we're putting on. We're making art influenced by the gaming and kind of like meme culture of the space of NFTs in general. But we all started like we've been doing art for like professionally for years and years. Like I do visual effects work. Very cool. For like movies and TV, and then Lewis does audio engineering stuff and has been making music forever. So we create like unique artwork with unique music for the rarest of our rarities. And through the artwork and the community that we're building, also trying to basically build utility inside of gaming and kind of create a whole like community driven, like more art focused project. And yeah, so we do actually have a drop coming up pretty soon here, which is an ultra rare, the also art project on Wax and on Ethereum now. It's a collaboration with ultra rare, so we're doing like a 5-sign collaboration where we'll be selling packs that are either 3 and 5 card packs for $3 or $5 a piece, and they'll open for 1 of 5 rarities, just like our existing sets so far. So far,
not live on Nifty yet, which you're going to. That's our last one, which is a Metaphors collaboration. Drop, yeah. It'll be the same thing, just with ultra rare, and that'll be live next Saturday, the 18th, like a week from tomorrow.
Yeah, and then some of the cool things that goes on with our project here is if you get a few duplicates, we have the ability to basically blend 2 commons into one essentially blend token. Or also one of the uncommon more rarities. So the commons are the dims, the uncommons are the lit. Then we got glow and neon as the next 2 rarities. So those are the 4 rarities, our structure there. And we have a whole thing where you can blend out of the commons or out of your duplicates into blend tokens. The blend tokens can then be blended into new artworks with, or they can be turned into fungible tokens. This is one of the blend tokens, looks like that as an NFT in your wallet. Gotcha. But you can also turn this into a neon token, which you can then trade on Alcor against a liquidity pool.
So you do that by sending the tokenized NFT.
Token on Alcor right now as well?
Yeah, that's right. The token
neon, is NEON, but it's like a tokenized NFT. It's the Kate team helped us with that. Same people who did like Liftium, Yoshi Bucks. Right. Like you send the NFT and you get an FT back, and then you can send back to the same contract and get the NFT from the FT. But yeah, we have like a liquidity pool going for that. We do liquidity pool rewards every Monday for that if people are like supplying wax neon in the pool.
Yeah. And then what you're seeing here, these are like artworks that you could only get through blending. So like they aren't ever available, and once all of them are minted, they're all gone. And that kind of makes it's a mechanic that makes sure that the like the new kind of like rare collectibles that we put out are not able to be botted or anything like that, because the only way to get them is through, blending of duplicates into these blend tokens, and then the blend token into this new artwork. And it also creates this really interesting dynamic for the collection itself, where there is a there's a liquidity pool. There's a fungible token asset that you can move between the NFT and the FT collection, and the only way to get the FT side of this, like the fungible token, the neon coin, is through burning the NFT collection. So if there is a higher value on like Alcor for neon token than there is for the floor price of the NFT collection, there exists an arbitrage opportunity for a collector who's paying attention to buy up the floor, burn it, and then sell it through the liquidity pool and pocket the difference, which always kind of has this interesting dynamic that I haven't seen yet in NFT, especially in art collectible NFTs, where like, you know, if an art collection stops having a big following, it can be easy to get stuck with an asset that has no aftermarket.
Sure.
So when if you wanted to exit a position in this collection, you could straight up just burn it and sell it through a swap with through an automated market maker, which is really cool, and simultaneously reduces the circulating supply of the NFT assets that other people don't. If they don't want to sell it and they just want to hold it, then anyone who's trying to exit will just destroy the supply of anyone who doesn't want to exit.
And did I catch that right? So this is burnable, kind of like how Lithium is. You send it to an address, it burns it, and then that's how you get your token. Is that how that works?
It doesn't burn it. Actually, it will, like, you can send the, just like Lithium, but then you can send the Neon token back to that same address and receive the NFT back. So you can
just tokenized NFT is the name of the wallet.
It's just like a back and forth swap, just using it.
Yeah, and it's also a way, like, if there's a bunch of tokenomics built onto Wax NFT trading that you circumvent through fungible token trading.
Right.
Which is, I don't know, it's an interesting, like, additional mechanic, but it's also a way that we have been distributing new artwork to people who, like, you have to be part of the collection to use Neon token basically to get those new artwork.
That started also because we have, like, people would get duplicates. If you buy multiple packs from us, you're going to get multiple of the same cards. So we're like, we wanted to reward people for holding our stuff, not just like selling all of their duplicates. It's like, oh, if you want to hold on to your duplicates, you can basically just turn the duplicate of the lower rarities is now just a currency to buy new artwork from us.
Right.
So we're consistently doing blends. Like, we do a blend every Saturday. We call it Super Blend Saturday. So there will be one tomorrow. And we try to consistently make a burn case for those tokens so people that collect our stuff have new stuff to get.
That's great. And then also on top of all that, the entire collection, any asset within the Neon Space NFT collection acts as a like a basically raffle ticket for any new things that are coming out. So I was saying we're doing our ultra rare pack, that's coming up soon. So 20% of that entire release will be dropped in the form of these, as you can see on screen right now, the far right, they're the community packs. It'll be dropped in the form of a 1 card pack that will then be given to anybody holding Neon Space NFTs. So if you have 10 NFTs in your pocket, you have potentially the opportunity to get up to 10 of those packs dropped to you.
That would be crazy RNG because we have a lot.
You'd have to get stupid lucky that way, but it is possible. Basically, having multiple ones equals multiple, like, entrances into.
They also aren't just like promo packs. You're pulling from the same pools as the paid packs. So like all the mint ones, all the same rarities are all in the same pool. So like it's just the same thing that people can buy, but you're gonna get dropped to you.
Nice.
Yeah, and basically instead of us dropping you directly the NFTs, everybody loves RNG and everybody loves opening packs. So they're 1 card packs, even though you can only buy the 3 and the 5 card packs, but they will be pulling from the same pools. And this is the same as what we did on our Genesis drop and on the Metaforce collab drop. So anyone who held any NFTs after Genesis was airdropped Metaforce community packs as well. Nice. And it's kind of a fun way that, like, since it's,
now you guys also do this you guys have a pretty strong community base too, and you guys do a Twitch channel as well with the marble racing as well. What's up with that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do a Twitch show every day. I think 6 days a week.
6 days a week. We take Sundays off.
Wow.
Yeah, and we talk about NFTs, like what's happening in the space, because the space moves so fast. Like, man, you got like endless stuff to talk about every day, which is really fun.
You're not
so we'll do giveaways, but we'll get into the weeds on like crazy NFT news as it comes out, and like, very cool. Some days we'll get a little spicy about things that are rubbing us the wrong way, and the people who are doing things we don't like.
What's been spicy lately? Let me hear this. I want to hear some spicy news. What's been on the
spicy news, huh? Well, I guess today was the Journey to Godhood, and how their how their
Discord
whole
got shut down
Discord
entirely.
Got shut down.
What happened?
So all the people buying NFTs for that game can't play that game because Discord said it's against the service.
Journey to Godhood.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
That was a big, and then also talked about how the implications of there's many other games who run their gaming side of their stuff inside of Telegram or through Discord. So now showing a precedent is being set of Telegram or Discord could pull that server without warning, potentially devaluing a gaming collection whose game plays on those platforms.
So the
talked about it in
only on Discord. It was only on Discord.
There's a Discord RPG where you like type to bots and the bots would tell you what NFTs you're getting, what your NFTs do, and like they wiped the server and the bot. So I also don't know if like all the data
the
of people's
data's
like
gone. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
pretty
Or I
bad
guess
move.
another thing, something else we were
Bad
getting
move.
salty about the other day a little bit was like not salty or spicy, I guess, more like airing our opinions as collectors, because first and foremost in this NFT space we are, you know, collectors and participants too, and we want to build a collection that we want to collect. So yeah, so one of the things that comes with that is, you know, opinions about how other collections should run in order to, you know, be in my collection. And so like one of the things that we were recently talking about was like how I think Warsaken is listing their images on their own hosted websites rather than as ISPFS hashes. And as a serious NFT collector, that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, that's not so good, man. So what is their guarantee to withhold that? Is it locking onto the blockchain at all, or is it just
it's like the blockchain is registering their server, so if they lose that domain or they don't host your website, you can't rehost those images. Those images are only on their private
host. You could rehost them, but they won't be tied to that NFT anymore.
Why wouldn't they just put it on Pinata? That makes no sense.
So we talk about that kind of stuff like every day. There's stuff like that to talk about, and like what the community gets in on it too, and like everyone can like voice their opinions. And so we kind of have grown a big like strong community following from people who you know, are also fans of the space like we are. And then we're trying to build a fun collection that reflects like our Genesis drop is like very heavily influenced by just, you know, meme culture and, you know, all this like just the kind of like culture around here in general. And gaming is a big part of that. So us building the community and then partnering with like game brands to like get like for example, in Neon Space NFTs generate PowerPoints in the Wax Arena game. But then like those are like partnerships we work on to try to give our collectors more utility, but it's also not something that we focus on at all. So like we'll never advertise this as like, oh, you can earn, you know, passive income with it or anything like that, because at the end of the day we are artists and we're making an art project and like leading an art project community driven kind of thing. And so it feels weird for us to be pitching game utility, even if there is game utility.
We simply cannot control it. Like if a Shiki decides he doesn't want us in Wax Arena anymore, we're out of Wax Arena. And like
that's not up to us.
That's not our decision, and we're gonna do everything we can to like stay in there and continue to be a partner. But like we don't like promising things we know we can't guarantee we can deliver, and we can't guarantee you that we'll always be getting more utility in Wax Arena because like that's not our decision to make.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I know
that's kind of a thing that's going on right now too, man. Because I'm doing some stuff on Solana. I was dealing with FTX, you know, and they're all centralized, so you can't have any kind of reward system built into anything you're listing there, you know. So it's going to become kind of I think a thing in 22, you know, next year, like where people are like, okay, now we got all this utility built into all these NFT projects, but then like what's legitimate and what's going to stay on? Because I mean, Coinbase is going to have an NFT launch here any second. They're going to be doing the same exact thing. So, you know, I think it's going to be a split market, like where it's either DEX or it's Coinbase and FTX and crypto.com, you know? So
exactly. And as like I was saying, we come from like the artist side of this like world. So we're like a project where it's like the artists who are making the artwork that is on the NFTs that's us. When we're talking on stream, we're also the people who made those artworks. Like Lewis makes that music, I make the CGI environments, Paul is the one making the line artwork. Like we're all like chipping in doing this stuff ourselves, which is really cool. And then from our team, like I come from a background of like the cryptocurrency space. Like I started my like crypto journey back in like 2014 when Mt. Gox collapsed. Like I started mining Bitcoins, and you know, like my first Bitcoin was like $200. And I never got bored of the space, so I've been paying attention very closely for the last like 8 years and trying to apply. Basically, my biggest takeaway is distribution and first impressions, and like trust is all earned and is everything in the space. Like your distribution of these assets matters more than anything else. Because at the end of the day, it's digital scarcity that makes value, and that's it. So like it doesn't matter how cool the art is, and I would point to stuff like I don't dislike like the crypto punks, like, you know, 8-bit stuff, but man, $500 million is a little bit of a stretch for me from a merit side of the artwork. And then there it comes. Well, it's because of the implication of like, well, CryptoPunks were, you know, the smart contract was written for the NFT standard when that came out. That is a history of like NFT history. You're buying a piece of that. and the distribution model is what gives it the value, not necessarily the artwork.
Exactly.
So a big part of like our whole like consciousness our conscious effort in making this brand is like, you know, taking the lessons from the crypto side of this stuff to build value through digital scarcity around a community of, you know, of collectors and enthusiasts who like this kind of stuff.
Awesome.
But, you know, trying to keep it all transparent, trying to earn the trust, trying to not ever oversell things, which is again why we don't go like advertising our in-game utility, because that's not our game.
Right.
You know, and as much as we will continue to push to add more games and more utility to the assets, we will also continue not to advertise any of that stuff. And, you know, if you want to collect the stuff for the artwork, that's who we want. That's who we're trying to like build the community up with, you know, the actual
like
art.
The double-edged sword, you know, it's like, cause I'm doing the art thing myself, you know, I'm an art guy. So it's always hard for the artists to sell themselves, no matter in the real world or digitally or whatever, you know, it's a hard switch because that's not kind of your job. You know, normally you have an account manager that's handling that, you know, like you're just doing the art. So I think in the space, it's a real jolt to a lot of people coming into it because they got to do that. You got to learn how to market. You got to learn how to get yourself out there. And
and on top of that, we go very hard anti-bot, anti-multi-account.
Awesome.
And because of that, you know, our metrics that a lot of other, you know, that like if you go and approach somebody, for example, for a partnership, the metrics of like, look how many Discord members I have,
right,
are absolutely like, you know, when we have 900 people in Discord, that's 900 people.
We've hit over 1,000 like 3 times. I banned like 100 people like each time. I just ban hundreds of people because it's like we don't want the fake numbers in our server. We want real metrics, and like I don't know, we'd rather not pump our numbers just to have high numbers.
And I think that's going to become really important coming next year, especially because there's so many rug pulls that's happened and they just keep on happening. And now they're coming to Wax, where people are coming in and they're just
and if you don't clean those people out of your servers, they're going to be spamming your community with like rug pull like crap all day in DMs. And it's just like, no, like there's basically our goal for this collection is we want to be doing this in 3 years and in 5 years from now. And there's a way to build it in like realistically that it'll still be around then. Whereas we could scale much more aggressively, like attract all these multi accounts and pump our metrics in a way that like a lot of brands do, and short term make, you know, leverage those metrics to then like land partnerships or sell out bigger drops or whatever. But long term, that's just, you end up selling to people whose goal is to flip to make money.
Right.
And who do they make money from is what's your collector community. Yeah. And that means, you know, basically if a drop goes successful, I would say that everyone who's an actual collector bought the drop from the collection, not from a flipper.
Yep.
And it's not the landscape of the NFT space we see today, but like, again, as someone who's now like in it as a collector and as a collection creator who wants to collect the collection, the collectibles that they're making, I'm trying to do what we can to make this, you know, a legitimate distribution model, because again, like I was saying, distribution is everything when it comes to digital assets.
It is. And now you got all this metaverse starting to happen now as well, and that's going to create a whole nother thing, and trust is going to become like,
have you seen their build inside Uplift?
We built
an awesome job. Sorry,
that was definitely, and that's also like we have a big plot in Uplift, like community plot for everybody in the community. If you don't own Uplift land, for example, and
we'll whitelist you on our plot,
we'll whitelist you to that.
Very cool.
So you don't even need to like buy any Uplift stuff to like get into it. We also kick back when we can, like the community rewards that you get for people playing on that land get distributed to those people directly again. Like we don't even.
Yeah, we have our own like Uplift wallet for our community that will be redistributed to our community. We're not going to take the money from people playing on our land.
Yeah, because I feel like people playing on the land builds value because people are building cool things, and we don't need to like take any kind of like kickback on that, which is great. But we haven't been doing that super much lately, just because there hasn't been a huge demand for it. And that isn't to say that if Uplift gets a much bigger influx of players, we will certainly like shift focus there if that's what the community wants. And so like it's again a really big like community driven effort where, like with the Wax Arena, we did a Wax Arena partner dungeon, which I guess is now going to be pivoted into some other thing as well. But that was also, you know, we talked about with the community on stream. We're like, hey, here's, you know, we're planning to build more game utility. We're, you know, working with M.O.R.B.S, we're working with the Wax Arena, and we're working in like Uplift. but we
NFT
can't
battle
do
mode as
everything.
well.
It's only like 4 of us, so it's like what should we focus on? You know,
Like we
can
can
do
do
one
4
thing
games
well.
poorly or
This
1 game
space,
well.
man.
Which
Yeah.
game should we do?
Yeah.
Totally. I was just talking to somebody earlier today. I'm all like, yeah, it's kind of like, you're like trying to be 10 people at once. It's really an impossible thing. Some days you just get so overwhelmed. You're like, man, I got to do the art, be the producer, how are you going to actually get this out? Then you got to market it. Then you got to, social media. Then you got to build a website, find a dev. It's like, it's nonstop, so.
Yeah. And you could do one part of that really, like a few parts of that very well if you put time into it. But it's like, if you're trying to do it all, it's all going to fall flat.
Yeah.
So trying to taper down our like enthusiasm, because man, like I said, we are both big time like collectors, big time like fans of the space, like the kind of people who wake up early and set an alarm for like to participate in drops. And then
that's great,
like the same people that we want to be part of the community collecting our stuff, like that's also that we do that stuff.
I love that.
And
I like that too, man. I like when collections actually are collectors themselves and support the community back. I hate seeing like projects that come in, make a bunch, and they don't buy an NFT at all. They don't support anybody else. Gone. And I'm like, you're not helping the space at all. You're just kind of utilizing it for yourself. And it's like I like people that kind of put stuff back for other people and actually support the whole scene, because I think for this to really hit mainstream, we all got to kind of work the scene together and keep it positive. And it's I like that a little bit more on Wax. It's like the east side, you got so many flippers. It's a little overwhelming sometimes, because like they don't even care. It's not even about the art. It's just simply like, what's the utilities? There are 10,000 of them. What's the floor price? Can I sweep the floor? Can I move it up? That's all they're thinking. And it's a different way of thinking. Completely from the collectible game side over here on Wax, but. Who knows where this is all going?
Right? Yeah, and that's kind of like what we thought. We think the same thing. And then, what is it that builds value? Like, let's remove how cool. Like, I like the artwork for sure. I love the music that we're doing. I love the art that we're putting out, and I'm a big fan. But I'm biased as fuck. So like, let's assume it's crap. What makes value for those assets? Well, like, let's look at something like Dogecoin. Okay, like you don't have to be a fan of that dog picture to know that there's value in owning those tokens, and that value comes from the community. And I think that's, again, like, that's why a big focus for us internally is like, well, you need to always pay attention to the community, always follow along with what the community is interested in. And the biggest part of that is, well, how do you stay on top of that shit? Is like, well, be part of the community. Like, be an NFT collector, like care about that journey to godhood pulled, even though I don't own those assets. Like, I knew about that the second it happened, because like the people in the communities care about it. And then, like,
God, what are they going
I
to
think
do? Have they said anything? Like, what has the project responded with? Have they said anything?
They said that he was unaware of anything, and it was just like rug pulled by Discord side. So since it wasn't him, he's saying it wasn't him. He's saying Discord did it, and they're telling him it was
like he broke the terms of service of gambling within a Discord community.
And that
was he's trying to work with them to get it back up, and like saying like where was the gambling? There's no gambling involved, but like we're kind of on hold to wait to see how that resolves at this point. It seems like.
Yeah, that could be sets a precedent that could be a little odd for a lot of those games, because there's a couple games on Telegram that are going on now, and they're doing the same thing. So
it's definitely, the implications are much more of what the like spice in the conversation is than what happened to Journey to Godhood is unfortunate, but the implication across the entire space, that's what's like, oh, like let's talk about that.
Their aftermarket's way down, like price wise, everything. I think there's like a 40% discount today, so it definitely did affect the price of the NFTs as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, and again, it's like it's something like, it's a point of failure that maybe a lot of collectors weren't even considering. And that's, again, from someone who comes from the crypto side of this, where like my whole intro to all of these assets was like as a like investor and buying into projects that I vetted and did all this like research on. It's a lot easier to be like, oh, how would you not have thought of that? But when I talk to people in this space, it's like, oh, you're coming from like collecting physical Funkos, and like you got onboarded into Wax because Funko did a drop, and now you're like, I'm trying to expect you to understand how to do due diligence on like how to vet a project in a crypto space. That's just like it's a tall order and completely unrealistic.
Download it and then relist it under your own name, and then wonder why you got blacklisted. Yeah, that happens. All the time.
Exactly. It's the concepts are pretty high concept to understand, so it's really nice to be able to, that's why I like the daily streaming too. Is like we talk about that stuff, and then when people pop into the chat and have questions, it's a very like real time way to like address the community and find out like what do people want to talk about, and then we also go on.
It's how I learn about stuff. Like we are busy on the art side of our brand, and there's so much stuff happening that like I learn most of my NFT news from our community. They come and they're like, "Hey, check this out! Like blockchain RPG. Try the game out on stream." I'm like, "What is that?" And then now I play it every day because they like hipped us to it. But it's like I can't keep up with all this stuff. So like the community kind of keeps us in check with what's cool and what we need to check out. So like it's a two-way street where like we try to give back to them, but I don't know, like everything I learn at this point comes from people in our community. So definitely teach us more than we teach them.
And we do a bit of a structure to the show too. It's not just every day we're ranting about crazy shit. Like on Tuesdays it's like about tech stuff. Right. So on Tuesdays I like to talk about, like recently we were talking about DeFi and like liquidity mining, and like I did one where we showed how to move like from WAX blockchain to the Harmony blockchain and like participate in liquidity opportunities there and all that stuff. And like so that's like a little bit outside of like the NFT thing, but then like on like Mondays we'll do like Metaverse Mondays, and like Lewis will we'll jump into like Minecraft,
a lot lately.
Play some M.O.R.B.S or like some other blockchain games like Blankos. Not necessarily exclusively Wax, but like so basically trying to like keep each day like having its own theme, and then obviously the overarching theme is like the cryptocurrency and NFT.
We do poker on Wednesdays. Mark hosts a poker night.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. So we got like getting a little bit more into that, and then we also do interviews. I think Tuesdays is our interview day, so we'll interview other creators in the space, not necessarily Wax. Recently we did a few Wax, but we talked to like like the Great Ape Society creator was on once, and then we talked to like Pepper Attack for a bit too. They're on Ethereum, I think.
Yeah. We talked about Polygon
now,
too, man. I mean, here
it's on Polygon.
We're agnostic over here, blockchain agnostic.
Exactly.
I care more about the art, really. In the, I ended up on Wax just mainly because, I don't have to pay gas fees. Sold, cool. How do I do that? I remember when I first got into it, I had done a few ETHs, and it was like, man, I was $100, a couple $100 in, and I was just like, man, I don't understand anything I'm doing, and I just put $200, $300 into this. I have no idea where that fucking's going. So you go over to Wax, and you're like, oh wow, I can kind of like, I can fall on my face a couple times here. The worst thing is, some things exist on the blockchain that maybe shouldn't, but that's okay. It didn't cost me anything. So it's not that bad.
Definitely. That was actually a way that we got into Wax, was initially through like I was already doing cryptocurrencies and other like blockchains and stuff, but like Lewis was doing like banana folding for a while. Lewis and Mark too, which is like
I saw a monkey, my wallet, like the banana wallet has a monkey, and then I saw on their website they're like, we have CryptoMonkey NFTs. I'm like, can I get my wallet as an NFT? That would be sick. So then I like found CryptoMonkeys, then they're like, oh, you can get them for free in Alien Worlds, which is also free. And back then you could play Alien Worlds all day for free because the CPU is so much cheaper. Like I literally got in for free, and then like started thinking CryptoMonkeys, and then Max and I bought a bunch of TLM because we're like, oh, it's gonna take us like a year to mine enough TLM to stake to get the drops. But if we just buy the TLM on Alcor, we can just stake enough, and then we get CryptoMonkeys for life.
That was one hell of a play too, because it was like you could again like knowing the crypto side. I was like, well, let's deep dive into TLM. Okay, like the tokenomics are pretty sound. I'm pretty confident that if I throw like $500 at TLM right now, I'll be able to recover $400 at least in like 3 months. But I'll also have been able to stake as a top 20 staker on Neri and earned rare CryptoMonkeys every 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I'll take a flyer on that. I bought all that TLM, and then like 2 weeks later, Binance listed it, and it went up like 100x. So it was like, it was really ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all about being there early, and that's everyone's here early right now. I mean, it's like, if you got into Wax before it goes to $20, I'm just going to throw that out there. At some point, it will go to $20. I think I'm going to just make that prediction. It might be 2 years from now, but it's going to go to 20. I feel it. But
and there's another really well kept secret in the Wax community where I don't know how familiar you are, but you can participate in the Wax distribution pool where you get a cut of every NFT sale on Wax.
What?
if you put Wax E, which is the Ethereum Wax token, pair it with Ethereum and drop that pair into the Uniswap V2 liquidity pool, then the resulting Uniswap V2 tokens that come from that, you can stake those to the Wax distribution contract. If those tokens are staked to the, you can do that within your web cloud wallet. If you just scroll down on the left side, you'll see it says DeFi.
Yeah.
And then it'll walk you through staking it to their distribution contract. But if you are staked to that distribution contract, you have to be in it for the full epoch, and an epoch of 30 days. So if you're in it for the full 30 days, at the end of the 30 days, every NFT sale on the Wax blockchain, there's a 2% tokenomics fee. That 2% gets collected. 80% of that gets distributed to the people in the distribution pool, and 20% is burned. So you can get a cut. 80%.
You gotta wait till after the show before you do this, okay?
Yeah, I know. I was like, can I put you guys on hold? I'm gonna go off camera for a while. TC, take over. I was like,
it's probably one of the better kept secrets in the DeFi side of Wax, and it's probably because the more people that jump into it, the less of a cut I get, because I get a lesser share of that pool. Like if you start jumping in,
so you're all
it's
like,
gonna take
you're like
take
a racist part.
You better take your cut out now, because everybody's gonna flex in.
I mean, if you're long on Wax and Ethereum, that's the play.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to buy any NFTs or do any NFT thing. You don't even have to use the WaxP blockchain, and you get a cut of everything on Wax.
Man.
Every NFT sale.
I'm gonna be looking into that later on today.
It also adds utility because people are trying to bridge in wrapped ether and stuff. So it makes it easier to get from ether to Wax, and then you can bridge that money into Wax from ether. So you're adding utility, making it easier for people from DeFi and ether to bridge into Wax. So you're
are we getting regular gas fees when we do that bridge back from, or using the Ethernet network? Is there
the ETH network is where most of this is happening, but you can take your WaxP, bridge it over to Wax E, and then it's a claim transaction on the Ethereum network to claim the Wax E into your wallet.
Okay.
So you do have to send the claim transaction to get the Wax E, and then it's approving the Wax E for Uniswap liquidity pool, depositing the Wax E and Ethereum,
it's expensive.
approving the distribution pool, and then sending to that. So you're looking at.
I think it cost me like $400 or $500 to enter the position when I did it.
Yeah.
But I also hadn't signed any of the contracts on Uniswap to allow any of those tokens from scratch.
I think you guys should make an NFT on how to do that, and then people can buy it.
That was another topic.
A how-to video. I'm telling you, it'd be a hit.
Yeah. We've talked about this on Tuesdays too, a Tech Talk Tuesday, how to participate in Wax distribution.
I'm telling you, people would buy that stuff. I would buy it because I don't have time.
Yeah, I guess that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because I staked some of the Wax E stuff, but I never went through the whole distribution part of it. I didn't even. I think I stopped halfway through. I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh yeah, there's.
Did you know NFT?
Oh man, I'm all over tonight, man.
Yeah, there's
go ahead,
deep value plays.
Yeah,
in DeFi for sure. It's wild. But again, I feel like I'm more savvy to it because I come from that side of the space.
Right.
So again, it's man, when I talk to people who are art collectors and NFT enthusiasts, they have no idea when I'm already losing them when I'm like, oh yeah, go to Uniswap's liquidity pool.
Right.
Nobody gets it.
Totally.
Nobody gets it. So make an NFT showing it.
Yeah, I saw
that's
money. You're making money doing a tutorial. I don't see a problem with that.
The real value play in NFTs is you create NFTs that are themselves backed by DeFi liquidity positions, and then sell curated DeFi positions.
Yep.
Done.
But
sign me up.
Yeah, but that's for another tech talk.
Let me know when you let me know when you do a how-to NFT so I can buy the whole collection.
Right.
Well, I was watching this podcast earlier today, and they had somebody from the game engine Unity on. They were talking about metaverse stuff because, probably 50% of games they were saying have been made with Unity, and so they were like, is there a way that you guys will be able to connect metaverses in the future, since all these games are kind of creating their own little metaverse, and they're like, actually, they're actually working on something like that. They want to work on something so that they would be able to onboard basically I don't know, a game, say that game has a planet, they can have their own token, and then they're going to create their own kind of trade market, so that when you land on someone else's metaverse planet, you'd be able to trade in those tokens from another planet and creating these kind of weird markets. I was like, whoa, man, this is going to get really ready Player One-ish really quick.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, if you've been doing NFTs on Wax for 6 months, then 6 months ago you probably never blended an NFT before ever.
Exactly.
So yeah.
No, I think the first introduction to blending was like, hey, you can blend, you can burn this one to get this other one, and all you have to do is go to Atomic Assets and do it. And I'm like, oh, cool. What's Atomic Assets? And then I go over to Atomic Assets, and then I'm like ready to throw my computer out the window, going like, holy crap, this is the hardest thing on the planet. Until NiftyBC's came out, and then NiftyBC's made this a whole, reality. I think for a lot of projects, like, man, we can make packs now, we can make blends, and it's super easy. Oh my God! I
forget how new it is though. Like if you try to explain this to somebody on Ether, they're like,
right, totally.
Spend another transaction to do so. Like,
blend?
Are you a maniac?
Yeah, it's a crazy way. I do think that like just based on being in the space for the last like few months, it's like the things that we're doing with our NFTs on Wax today are not things that we were doing with them 6 months ago. Yep. And I imagine in the same trajectory, the things we will be doing in 6 months with our NFTs on Wax, we don't even know yet today. Like,
totally agree. Exactly. Totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely an innovative time in the space for sure.
Yeah,
right.
and that's another thing to harp back to our own collection here with the Neon Space stuff. We did also like do like the level 3 stake with NiftyBC's, and then like Lewis was saying, we do our super blend Saturdays, and that's like a blend with RNG chance. Like you could blend one thing and get like a chance at potentially multiple other ones, basically like a pack opening, but as a blend.
That's really
and
cool.
As NiftyBC's, which I'm sure they're working on really cool new innovative things as well, as they roll those out, we will absolutely implement all that into the collection. We
broke their tool. They had to fix their tool.
Yeah, exactly.
We break it. That's how early we were to type of blend.
I love it.
I was like, here's what I did. I was like, here's the smart contracts. Like, I know enough about how to look at this shit up on the like thing to know that I didn't fuck this up, but like something went wrong. And like they looked into it and it's like, oh yeah, that's like on our end. We have to change our contract for this. It's like, okay, great. Like as long as I'm not making this.
I can't talk better for them. I mean, they've just been such a humongous impact.
Unbelievable.
To the smaller collections. Because
they give small collections the ability to create utility for their collectors.
Exactly.
They build value. They build value for the wax space.
They do. They really do. I mean, as a brand new, you get onto a NiftyBC's, even if you aren't whitelisted on Atomic Hub, you could possibly get whitelisted just directly on Nifty. And if you're able to release on Nifty, you have instant access to packs, which also gives you instant access to blends and you can do pre-minted pools in there as well. So that means that if you're the last person that bought it, you still might get the number one, and that's really nice for collectors. You don't have to worry about bots. They have secure drops, whitelisting, all that is for free right out the gate. Just signing up and being able to list on there, and that is like mind blowing to me. Like that's like, wow, you can build a whole gamification system just with those tools easily, with any collection. And
definitely
you can't do that on ETH. You'd have to hire a developer to write you the craziest contract for that to work. It doesn't even exist, so it's like it's funny, it's funny.
I mean, before using the NiftyBC's to make our pre-minted packs, we did pay a blockchain developer on Wax to do it through Atomic Hub, like to build a pack, and like because that was, like I was saying earlier, it's like it's first impression and distribution is everything, and doing that right did require paying a blockchain developer, and ultimately to do that one pack drop costs about the same as buying a level 3 stake in Nifty token.
It was like $2,500 or something, but they wanted that for every drop. And Atomic Hub, we're like, we're gonna do the same thing every time. Can we get cheaper on the next ones? They're like, no, it's just gonna be a reoccurring flat fee of like, and it's like that's not sustainable for us. We don't ask for enough on our sales to make any money if we're like paying for the same contract every time. So like Nifty really saved us. Like we wouldn't have been able to do pre-minted packs all the time unless
like the airdrop, the 20% airdrop to collectors would have not been able to do as single card packs, which like, let's be real, I'd much rather get a single card pack than, even if I got a rare one, it's not as exciting as ripping it. So it's like they built so much value, and I'm such a big fan of like Ramon and the team there at like Nifty Token. They really know what they're doing. I definitely will be delegating my wax stake to them when their block producer node goes live, their guild goes live.
That's so cool, man.
Which is
well, thank you very much, Neon Space, for letting us know on the inside of what's going on for you guys, man. Like, go check out
for sure.
Saturdays are going to be the next drop. You said next Saturday, was it?
Saturday's the next blend, and then I think the
next
18th
drop is on the 18th. Yeah, Saturday.
18th.
So we're going to be streaming tomorrow.
If you hold any NFTs from our collection before then, also, I think 24 hours before the drop is usually our target for doing the airdrop of 20% of the entire drop will be dropped as one card pack. So any Neon Space NFT, even like promos, anything that we've ever released is eligible for those airdrops.
Man,
I'm in then.
Yeah.
Get out there and get it. Neon Space,
yeah.
guys. The address is down below, neonspace.io. Go check it out for sure.
Yeah, if you're a fan of NFTs in the NFT space, come watch our Twitch and talk shit with us.
I'm going to plug in. When's your next show? You do it every day. What time do you guys do it?
Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific time is our stream.
All right, cool. I can do that. That works. Awesome. I'm Pacific, so that works. All right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let's do the draw for this one right here, guys. We're going to do the giveaway draw for the first giveaway, which is this surfboard right here. It's the Soul Surfers on wax. And this is the third release. All the other ones were sold out. I think there's a few left of this one, but let's see who's going to win it.
Oh, that's a cool way to do the giveaway.
Oh,
yay!
Dionysus. You have won, man. So very easy to do. All you got to do is get in contact with me. It's scrolling at the bottom right there. It's Twitter. I'm at M.O.R.B.S15, and you can just DM me there with take a little snapshot of this, of the live, and just let me know it's you, and I'll send you over that NFT. And we'll do another giveaway here in a second after we talk to NFT Stonkers. So, Mana, tell us about this, man. Tell us what's going on with NFT Stonkers.
Yeah. So, hi everybody. So,
hello, Mana.
Yeah, doing well. So, like we are doing a lot of little things over NFT Stonkers, but like there is a common theme which is tying all of this, right? So what we want to do ultimately is we want to make things easy, we want to make them economical, and we want to make sure that like whatever we are doing, it's not something that we just do, it pushes down and then ultimately comes down. We want to have something which keeps on building value and like lasts as long as we can imagine in the crypto world. So
Sure.
that's what we are doing. And the whole theme like we are around is stonks, like which we picked up from like stock market and how the Reddit traders and
Right.
things like that. Like recently what we have been doing is we are like doing something sort of a fractional ownership.
Okay.
So like for example, we bought Farmers World NFTs, which are quite expensive, and then we made a like fractional shares. So if you go to stonks and Farmer World stonks,
Okay, and
yep, that's the one. So these are all the NFTs. So what these NFTs do, they give you a part ownership of the Farmers World NFT,
Nice.
and we mine like tokens daily from it, and like any holder will get daily airdrops of these tokens. And we do this with lots of other things. So for example, we have blue deck pools as well, both on Polygon and here on Wax blockchain.
Nice.
So like we find the most profitable pools and like rebalance daily and then do weekly or bi-weekly airdrops.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's what we have been doing for the last 6 months. Initially when we started it as a different setup. So what did was we pooled Wax into a single account, and then like we researched the projects and invested into different projects by ourselves. But then we realized that the community
Right.
would like to have more freedom over like where to put the money and things like that. So we ultimately tilted into single purpose and like fractional NFTs. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'm interested about this fractional NFT stuff. I know that's like a new thing that's kind of starting to pop up. Especially I know on the east side. Because now you got Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff going for 40 to 100 grand plus. So now people want to buy percentages of that. So that's really interesting that you guys are doing it with the Wax system. So, and when you guys are airdropping the token, is it the Stonk token? Is that the token name?
No, the token is whatever we mine. So like different for different stonks, it's different token. So for
Gotcha.
example,
So
for
these are the
Wax
four-
Arena,
Gotcha.
it's
Gotcha.
the like Wax. So every time Wax Arena does a sale, we airdrop a part of that like Wax earned from that sale to the holders. For
Gotcha.
Farmers World, it's Farmers World tokens and yeah, so on.
Right. Blue DAC. And then, are you guys on the Blue DAC swap site? So is there a swap setup on Blue DAC for you guys?
Yes. So if you go to Blue DAC
Yeah.
lockers,
Let's see. Lockers.
yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, so like basically these NFTs, what we like we raise blue through them, and then like we daily we rebalance the pools and like find the most profitable pools and re switch into them.
Nice.
And at the end of the week, we airdrop like a part of the blue that we earned.
Very cool. Wow, you distributed quite a bit already. That's nice, man. This is really cool. Awesome. And so, how did you come up with this? Are you more of like a crypto person that came more into the space, or how did you kind of get started with the idea?
So like I was, so it was a free NFT that brought me to the Wax blockchain back in early, I think, late April, early May. So that's when I got a free NFT. So I signed up with Google and I entered the Wax, and I was just exploring around and then found Alien World, like most of the people here,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then started mining. And at that time I literally put in nothing, so like I was not able to buy equipment for Alien Worlds, which were quite expensive at that moment. So that's when I came up with the idea of pooling. uh, so like we initially started very small. I was not targeting big, but like we quickly realized that this was something which could really help everybody. And we started building around it, and slowly like it like became a massive project. Within, I think, 1 to 2 weeks, we had more than 1,000 people joining us
Oh, that's
over
great.
Discord. And yeah, like then every day is like, okay, what how we can improve the existing stuff, and how we can add more value. So that's how we went.
Very cool. How big is the team that is working on this? Is it just you, or do you have a team of people working?
Yeah, so like so 1 to 2 months back it was just me full time, but like there were many people with me who are still working with me part time. But recently we have hired like 3 to 4 people, and then like that's the full time people. And other than that, I work with a lots of artists and software developers, like
Nice.
most of them which are my friends. And yeah, we're like collectively building stuff together.
Nice. And then, what is the Stock City? Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Yeah, definitely. So that's that's in the same theme. So what people can do is they can log into the Stonk City. And so there are two modes. One is practice mode, and then one is play mode. In practice mode, so they have to find the right combination of four values, like patience, charm, excellence, and uh, patient jump excellence, and there is another attribute. So once they find it, they receive a 10 stonk pt token reward. So that's the practice mode, but the real goal of the game is to find the right craft for a character. And when they hit it, they like earn wax rewards as well as the character NFT.
Gotcha.
To play it, you need character crafters. So like
Gotcha.
once you have that, you get access to the game
Gotcha. So you need
directly.
a certain NFT then in your wallet to be able to play, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like so the characters are like picked from the real life inspirations like Warren Buffett, Ben Graham, people like that.
Very
And
cool. Very cool. Nice.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Stock points. And we can buy the stock, one of these cards on Atomic Hub, is it, or are you on Nifty Blocks? Where can we pick up the NFTs?
Yeah, so like you can buy the NFTs both from like Atomic Hub and Nifty Blocks. So if you go to NFTstonkers.com, there is a link which will take you directly on the homepage.
Okay, there you go. Buy
Yeah,
now.
so packs and blends and
There you
buy
go.
now.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, let me bring it up. Awesome. Okay. And so, what do these all do? So, what is this going to do? Like the crate versus the ownership card.
So the ownership card is like will give you the ownership of a particular NFT, right? So for example, uh, the one on the left is mining excavators. So you have a certain percentage from all the token mined, and as well as the ownership of part ownership of the NFT in general. The like the gems and the strong city crate, they are like they have stuff to like which are used to play in the game and craft characters,
Okay.
and like receive wax rewards whenever you are successful. So yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay. And then do you have any drops coming up? Any more new drops?
No, not at the moment. So like our goal is to like focus on existing things and make them better. So yeah.
And then the blends. And are you able to blend these packs as well? I saw that there's a blends in.
Yeah, there are a couple of blends, I think, in place.
Yeah, let me see if it loads in here. Yeah,
Many of them will be. So if you go to super blends,
super blends.
same place here.
Okay.
So most of these are upgrade blends. So what you do is you pick up a card lower variant and you combine multiple of them to receive a higher variant. So stuff like that. And the gems and the coins, they are basically for the Strong City game. So yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, this is great. This is great. And you guys where are you guys based out of?
Uh, Most of the team, like most of the friends and teams I'm working with, are based out of India at the moment.
India. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is great. It's a great little system you got built up, man. This is really cool. And the Stonk City is playable now. So as soon as you get your thing, you can already start to play and start to go from there, right? Awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
This is great. And then these historical moments. These are different NFTs that are in the packs. Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah. So like these are not from packs, but they were like solo drops. So initially when we started, we wanted to focus both on the stonk side of the theme. So we started capturing various moments from history and like snapshotting them into NFTs. So this one is from the like GME short squeeze movement, and we sort of added a utility by like having them, so they have a weekly stonk pt benefit. So every owner who owns different NFTs from our collection gets a certain weekly NFT stonk pt rewards. So that if you go to the login screen
Sure. Let me go.
on the right side of the
Oh,
top.
where? Oh, right there. Sorry. I
Yep.
didn't even see it up there. I'm like, where am I at? There we go. Okay, there you go.
So dashboard on the same button.
Okay.
Yep. So like if you click on the leaderboard, so you will see how much like each person is earning. So it's an automatic system. Every Sunday,
Gotcha.
our system calculates how much wax. Like the wax is based from our stonks, and the stonk point, how much like wax and stonk points each person wallet is earning, and then people can go into the dashboard and claim their rewards. So that's
Very
how the
cool.
whole like system works.
Wow, this is great. This is great. How long has the site been up?
uh, so this version of site is up since I think 3 to 4 months, but like we have this reward distribution and stonk system since I think 5 months,
Oh,
even more.
very cool. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, I like the design a lot too. On top of it, I really actually like the way it looks. It's really cool. Very cool. And so, how did you get all connected with Blue Dak? Did you guys already know those guys, or did you guys reach out?
Yeah, like so I know Corey from Uplift World, so
Sure.
that's how we started connecting, and then like we started discussing ideas with each other, and like we found that like we can do something cool
Right.
when like they were moving to Polygon, and so a lot of people couldn't afford to take part on the pool, but they really wanted to. So we thought that okay, why not break it down. So that's our whole motto of the project, right? We want to make sure that people are able to get into opportunities that are uh, possible on wax. So we created like small fractional parts of that pool, and then we sold them for blue on FT blocks, and then like in this way we allowed people to get in. And now like we are managing the whole pool on Polygon, and like every 15 days we are here dropping the like whatever rewards we are running there
That's
on
great.
wax.
How's it going over on Polygon? Polygon's a different animal too, man. How's it been going over there for you guys?
Yeah, like uh, so wax is definitely better than Polygon.
Right.
so like it is also a new blockchain, so like things are developing over there, but like yeah, it's okay, not so much. Like there are lots of transactions that fail and stuff like that, which you
Yeah,
will never
nothing's
see
worse
on
than
Wax.
having a transaction go through and nothing shows up in MetaMask, and nothing shows
Yeah.
up anywhere for a second. You're like, holy crap, what happened? I know that feeling, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, that's good that you're over on WAXMESS. It's good that you kind of found a little bit of a home here. And you guys are on. Are you guys planning on doing your own token at some point, or are you guys just going
No,
to?
we have our own token, Stonk PT.
Oh, you do have some. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. What's the? Can you throw me the link to that in the private chat, like how that is
Sure.
listed, so that way I can put it in the scroll, so if people want to buy in, they can.
I think I won't be able to use the private chat, but if you can share the screen, I can guide you on the Alcor.
Yeah, sure. Where do I go?
So on the Alcor, in the markets, you can search for Stonk PT.
Okay, let's see. Markets. Stonk PT. Is that that?
Yep, yeah, that's the one.
There it is. Cool. All right. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, so how we are adding the value to the token is the same way. So every time our project earns from each of these different stonks, we like contribute a part of it to the pool, and that's how like we plan to make it a sustainable, like to create a sustainable value for the token itself. And then there are lots of use cases like upgrade blends, and people can use the Stonk PT token to get wax stake to their account and stuff like that
That's great.
apart. And plus on top of that, like they can even use it for the crafting game. So like there are lots of mini use cases for the token, which will eventually help us build a long term value for the token.
Very cool. Very cool. Awesome, man. This is great. Well, thank you so much, man, for letting us know about the Stonkers thing. I would definitely want to have you back on, man, as you guys kind of keep on growing. I can see you kind of start to build this up a little bit, which is great. And are you guys planning on adding more, like spaces? I know you got Wax Arena and Blue Deck. Are you thinking of adding more?
uh yeah, definitely we are always looking to add, but me and our team, like we are for the next 2 months we are focused on getting the existing setup better. Like recently we also launched something called emergency fund, where what we do is contribute about 10 to 15% of our earnings to that pool. And let's say like we are doing 5 different types of fractional ownerships,
Sure.
and one of them is not working out well for the people, right? So what
Right.
we can do from that emergency fund is we can use that to help people get their ROI back faster. And
Nice.
so like we are trying to come up with different systems like that on how we can help people, and build a, so like we want a win-win for everyone. So that's our
Sure.
goal, and
That's very
we keep
honorable.
on like rethinking. Yeah.
Very honorable.
Yeah, that's like actually a great idea to build like kind of like a cushion, pool basically to kind of level out things a little bit. That's a really good idea, man.
Well, I think that's everything should we do on that any project. Should we have a cushion just in case it decides to do a rug pull? We'll have an ever. We're not going into that conversation.
The rug pulls, man. Crackers. What was
Oh,
the other one that just happened? What was that one that just happened?
Oh, fuck. Adam's
Wow.
Journey.
Adam's Journey. That was the other one.
I know the worst thing is I
And
was
they had a
talking to
coin
lads.
too, right? They had the token. They had the game.
Oh, they had a
they
white paper and everything, and all of a sudden, overnight, they made
God.
something, I think 12 grand
90,000?
in.
Was it 90,000?
No, that
No,
was the other one. What was that? Was
I
the
think
other
they-
one? The one right before. What was that one? Not Adam's Journey. There's another one that happened the week before.
That was a bigger one as well, wasn't it?
That one was a big one. That they like had 90K. They like made like almost 100K, and they're gone the next day. No Twitter, no Discord, blank.
Well, that's what
pages.
Adam's Journey did as well. They had a Twitter account and they pulled all the admins out, closed that you can't chat in it. They closed the Twitter page, the Twitter page down.
Bestiary. That was it. Bestiary. That was the one that. Thank you, Neon Space. Yeah.
But it's happening more and more, and Atomic Club aren't doing nothing about it. And I mean, for me, it's a simple solution: is if you're going to make a big sale, block off. You can only take 1,000 wax out a week until they're guaranteed that they're there for the long term. Stop so they can't pull out
man.
50.
Especially on a big project, man, that's dropping big like that, for sure, man. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they have to do something, because, I mean, yeah, my dogs are going crazy. I don't know why.
Either that or have a community that bets them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, like Sven? Yeah, we won't talk about Sven.
Neon can bet them.
I can bet them.
Yeah.
I can bet them better than some people, but let's not talk about that.
No
one's
Mello, how
in
you
this
doing
room.
down there, man? I just saw Mello down there. What are you doing, Mello? How was Miami? Do you got your iPad back yet? What happened to your iPad?
All right. So first of all, what's up, guys? I missed you all. I hope you guys are having a great week. Happy Friday. I thought it was Thursday. Okay. So, no, I just talked to Nathan about an hour ago. We've got a project going on. So he totally forgot. So my iPad is still sitting in North Carolina.
Oh, right.
So, but he's like, I got you. It's only, he did package it up for me, so it's gonna go out hopefully tomorrow.
Nice.
Miami was a trip, bro.
What was that like? Tell me about that trip. What happened?
There's some things I can't say. I don't have to put. I'll have to.
Oh, come on.
Come
on.
You don't start off a conversation with like, oh yeah, let me tell you, this trip was insane, but I can't say a word about it.
I will say this though. I left on Sunday to go down to Miami. I got down there like 11:30 at night, and I kid you not, we just pulled up to the Airbnb. We're getting ready to unload the car. There was a guy walking by with a dildo strapped to his head.
Oh, perfect.
TC, what are you doing down there?
Oh, right. That's so right.
That's why he has the hat on.
Damn.
Oh my god.
It's a hard hat.
Did you go to the what was it, a convention or Art Basel? What was it that was happening? Or
Art Basel, yeah. No, I didn't go to any of that. We kind of did our own thing on this trip. We did go to like one little art thing that I think Facebook put on, like literally on South Beach. It was shit.
The question is,
shit.
do they have the four kids dancing to the little tiger eating the boar and stuff? Were they all still dancing to the thing, like into the music and stuff?
No.
Sorry, that commercial drives me nuts.
Like whoever put on the event, like it was horrible. It literally looked like somebody went to Dollar Tree or Dollar General and grabbed all the wrapping paper and like taped it all together, threw it up, and then like we'll just grab some graffiti artists and we'll just have them like spray paint on it and we'll call it art.
Oh,
and and then I was in Miami for 4 days, and then like the morning that we were getting ready to leave, I remember SWAT or the K9 units with about like 4 paddy wagons show up.
What?
And then they let out the dogs, and the dogs are sniffing something, and they take off inside. And then the guy was hiding up in the ceiling.
What?
Yeah.
What the heck happened here, man? You had a Miami Vice vacation, what you had. Jeez, man. Chocolate and tubs are coming in.
It's Miami. Shit like that is like not unheard of. I kind of expect it, So, but I mean, it was cool. I got to. We left Miami.
Who were you able to meet up with? I know you met up with Nathan. Who else was down there?
Biff from Goldman Sachs.
Nice.
And then I met up with and hung out with Corey.
Very cool.
And then Russell Kors.
Very cool, man.
So it was a good time. And then playing catch up this week. So
nice.
Would you believe I actually know Corey started off on a project that I interviewed 2 days ago, and that's the first project he started off on. Do you know which project it was, Mello?
Gratitude?
No, it was some project with taverns.
Tavern?
Brewmasters or what's it called? Hang on. Yelp the Tavern, I think it's called.
The Tavern.
Is it an NFT?
Is it an NFT project? What was it?
Yeah, Nifty Wizards.
Nifty Wizards.
I've heard of
it.
Nifty Wizards. What was?
Corey was involved in that, allegedly.
Oh, didn't know.
Before that was just some fellow who told me. I was interviewing the other day. Now, well, here, everyone's innocent.
Damn, Corey's into a lot of projects, huh?
Yeah.
I think you have to be.
Yeah, I mean Corey's.
Yeah, I mean, On the creator side, it's a little strange. I mean, focus on one thing well, maybe.
Yeah, that's
But-
true. You know, but you know what's so weird about that too, though? Like, tell me this, if you guys have that same thing, you know, because I run a project, you know, it's like you don't want to be kind of just stuck in one place. So, you know, you kind of have to put stuff out on different blockchains, but it's like, I feel that sometimes, like, where it's all like, man, I'm spreading myself so thin, you know, because it's like you're just trying to output constantly. Like, it's like, you know, in the real world, when I'm just, you know, when I was just doing any kind of art direction or just straight graphic design, I was like, dude, we got weeks, man. I got weeks to get this done, man. Like, you know, this is all like, oh man, there's a new thing that popped up, and this stakes, and this can do this, and you have to have your token and stuff, and you're just like, I can't keep up, man. There's just too much to learn, you know. And then
gotta get an assistant, man.
YouTube,
You gotta get
I feel like I'm getting to the end of
assistant.
YouTube. You ever feel like you get to the end of YouTube? Like, it's like I think I've seen every video now. Like, there's no more information. Like, I need to find more information on like what's happening because something new pops up and it's like you want to search it out and it's like it's just not there yet. It's still so new. You're like, oh my god, it's crazy to see the space move like this and be part of it because I feel like fatigue sometimes. You know, like you get that mode and you're like start pumping it out, and then all of a sudden you're just like the drop's done and you're just like, I am so tired. Like, oh my god, my brain is exhausted, man.
I took a week off. Went to Miami.
And so does TC, man. You guys are in there just building, man, over there.
Yeah, I'm officially taking the rest of the year off.
Nice, man.
He is,
man. You guys have been pumping it out. How many buildings do you think you guys got done
I have no idea.
in this year?
Hang on. I get
Still better.
So we got Tub HQ. We got blockchain blunts. We got 12 plots for Russell Coors. Okay, so there's 14.
12 plots? 12?
Yeah, 12 plots. Yeah. And then we got one we did for Scrawn, Red Ant.
Right.
Then we did... we got a plot that we're working on right now in Genesis. That's 3 plots. Okay. On top of that, we still have Tub Market. We basically opened like 3 stores. Plus we opened the mall. Shopping mall. We got artwork we've been working on. So I mean, it's just like, there's a lot. There's a lot. We probably have like 25 builds, I would say.
Exactly. And you know how long it takes to do a build? Neon knows.
Yeah, man. That's no
Damn,
joke, man.
that's impressive. Yeah. Wow.
I mean, because even in creative, it's hours, man, of thought, and then what you guys come up with is so intricate, man. It's like
and survival mode is 10 times harder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's insane because like our Tub gallery, TC and I have literally demolished. Like we demolished it 3 times.
Yeah, the last time we demolished it was when you were doing the tutorial on the show.
And you were having a problem with the glass stairs?
We're doing the whole thing over again.
And
does TC have any furniture in his office yet? In that one office?
No. To be in there.
Yo, I haven't been on Genesis up until this current job that I'm working on right now. It's a 3 plot.
Wow.
It's in the top right corner of the map. It's like the last 3 plots. And it's the craziest shit I've ever worked on. And it's literally taking something that I thought was only going to take me probably like 4 to 5 days is going on weeks.
Oh my god!
Like going on at least 2 weeks, and like it's insane. And I'm not even done. I'm probably like 70% done.
Oh my god, man!
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
And it's another gallery for somebody else.
And you haven't been able. Did you
for art token?
Oh man. Crazy. That's crazy. Have you been working on any new NFTs before you lost your iPad?
ours. I literally finished
we got
ours.
the surfboard. I'm ready, man. The
I know,
ready to go,
I finished
man.
that. I have that finished, and I have 2 other designs ready to go. I just have to get my iPad, and I can put it out and send it to you.
Nice, man.
Yeah, they'll be worth twice as much now that he's lost it and just found it again.
Oh, yeah. How about you? Hey, Crackers, what day are we on the Advent calendar? How many you got out so far? You got 9 out or 10 out?
Today's 11th, dropping. Well, I might drop it before I go to bed. I have it there already. Nice. But I've dropped 11. One of the lads came up to me and said, look, I have a free NFT for the calendar. So I dropped it. So they've got 11 free NFTs so far. Well,
yeah, I got one for you. I'm going to send over to you.
Is this the Christmas one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think Melo's probably gonna give me the excuse that he's lost his iPad now. So
yeah.
That won't wash.
No, I told him he has to overnight that to me because I need that for my life.
Yeah.
So
can you not just draw a picture and take a picture with your phone?
I thought you were gonna say take a picture of something. No, TC, come on, PC now, come on, PC.
No, I do have a design I could probably whip up, drawing if somebody wants to do an original on paper. So
going old school today.
Yeah,
Man.
why
Scratch
not?
that thing out, man. Do it, man.
Actually, lads, one of my mates has, don't know if you know Krispy Kreme 99 on Twitter, but he has a thing coming up on Uplift. I'm just gonna copy the thing to the private chat if you want to throw it up.
Yeah, let me see.
And then I'm gonna self-promote the girlfriend's new Mingers
Here we go.
NFT.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Oh,
the
there he is. He's bringing out the old school, man. He got the sketchbook out, man.
Dude, you know it's old when there's duct tape on this.
Dude, I have one of those old moleskin ones, you know, those little tiny ones. That's just like so frayed, dude. It's just like so whacked out. I keep it just.
I literally got a small one here for.
Yep. Quick sketches, but now after the iPad, man, I don't think I ever even use paper anymore. I'm so used to like undo, like that's just such a
double tap or
thing,
right
man. Just
the
undo,
arrow,
like just like 2-finger tap. Nice. All right, cool. I didn't screw up the picture. Cool.
Oh, by the way, Non-Frugal Tokens has a giveaway there for us for the people in the chat, in the private chat, and yeah. So if you want to do a giveaway there,
wait, let's see the one on the top, the private chat. Let me check it
Lord Pablo.
Yeah, it's in the private chat.
Oh,
very nice.
Okay. Here's a freebie, guys.
You're not just gonna drop that, are you?
Oh no, it's gonna go in the YouTube chat, and
right.
it. And anybody watching, go ahead and click that link. Go claim your free.
Hopefully, your man's not here from last week that claimed everything.
Yeah, that's what you got. Yeah, go get your non-fungible drugs, man. Go get those fungible drugs. Get them. They're non-fungibles.
Got one.
Yeah.
So basically, this was you can blend this by collecting 5 bullets. We were dropping them for free. So this was the blend of them to get the whitelist passport.
I just took one myself. There's only 20 of them, guys. Get up there. Those are going to go fast. I'll claim them all. You guys don't claim them. Oh, can it? It won't let me. Damn it.
No, you can only get one.
See what you did, Pablo? I was going to take them all.
Smart.
I was going to bot it right now. Damn it. Oh.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
All right.
That's awesome. I like it.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't tell Ken Bozak about this game.
Yeah, right. Totally. It'd be an instant hit, man. And so, and then Crackers, you sent me the other one. Was the Twitter?
Yeah, this is one of the lads who was working on the Green Rabbit project that went a bit kind of pear-shaped, but now he did a bit of work on Uplift. He has a competition on the 28th of December.
I think he sent me the wrong thing. He sent me something from a message, but I can't see it because I think it was part of a message.
Right. I don't know. Well, then I'll just self-promote the girlfriend's new NFT, Mingers NFT there then. So this is now live. If someone likes a gangster snowman. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We like it, the gangster snowman. Let's do that, man. It's Christmas time, man.
I think she's doing how many Minger NFTs you doing before Christmas?
Nice, man. Is this going to be part of the Advent drop?
No, this is her own. This is her own one she has up at the moment. This is an auction. That's up for 24 hours.
Hey, what's up with the snowman in the back, man? That's brutal.
Very nice.
He's getting his John Wick on.
He has a dark hair.
If I would draw on that in elementary school, I'd be heading right to the principal's office to talk to a counselor right there. They'd be like, "What is
immediately
going on?"
suspension for a week.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
Hang on, you do realize who she's with, so I mean that's inevitable. That's actually me. I'm actually the snowman who's actually getting hit with the shovel.
Totally. I love it, man. That's cool. So this is Mingers. Let me give you the link here. You guys want to go pick it up? Go do it. It is in the YouTube chat. Go check it out. There, Roy had the perfect response. The front one is on the lookout. Yeah, exactly. There's the lookout, and then there it is, taking care of business over here. That's right. That's hilarious.
I'm actually going to see who is dropping this week on the advent calendar, just so the lads know. And by the way, there is one up. Someone is actually selling one of the NFT calendars for 18 wax.
Nice, man.
I think that's crazy selling it for that cheap.
I don't know why people are selling. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people don't understand what they're getting sometimes. I think they just buy it and they're just like, oh, yeah, this is what I got. They don't really. It's like, dude, you're going to get 31 NFTs for 10
It's actually 32 now. If you keep it from the start to the end, it's 32 because one of my friends, Art by Hodel, actually created one and just gave it out for free.
Man,
somebody
how
should
many
make
are
it.
going out? How many actually? What's the max that are going out on the supply?
202 we have.
202, so that's not bad, man. You got 31 with 202 going out from really big collections, pretty nice collections, on Wax. Solid collections. So it's a deal, man, for $10.
What's the chances of somebody making an auction? So say you're trying to, I don't know, sell an NFT, and instead of saying you're going to pay in Wax, say it's $5 or whatever, and people actually send in $5 worth of NFTs in Wax. You know what I'm saying? So say it's 5 Wax, you look at your NFTs and see what you have that's $5 worth, and you send that in, and then the next guy says, no, I can do better. I could do $7, and he sends $7 worth of NFTs. So you end up getting a whole bunch of NFTs.
Yeah.
For the one NFT, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like an auction, but you're doing trade offers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like almost like a barter auction. That's kind of
because I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have lots of art, but they have no Wax. So why not get different NFTs? I mean,
you just have to set up some kind of like listing system for collections so that you just put up the rarities, and then like the rarities would have a certain weight to them, I guess, that you can totally do that, actually. Just get a couple collections to work together on that. That actually kind of be a good idea. That would be kind of maybe piss off some other. There wouldn't be an exchange of Wax. Maybe that might mess up things a little bit, but it's not a bad idea. I like that.
Right. I actually have the list of who's dropping this week.
Yeah. Let us
So
have it, man.
right. So tomorrow we have Avatar Folks, who is now trying to set up. He's coming on the show soon. He's trying to set up a meet of NFT artists in London, of virtual and real artists there at the same time. So real NFT artists there and virtual art. So basically, say if you wanted to show your own artwork there in London, you like yourselves at WAXMESS, he's going to do that kind of a version.
Nice.
He's dropping tomorrow. Then we have Crypto Swatches, which is the 2 mics. Then we have Current Exchange that we had on a while back.
Yeah.
We have Snickers Wax. Nice. Then we have that M.O.R.B.S fella. That weird, that kind of strange guy that comes and goes.
Yeah.
The hell's that one, man?
And then we have Roman Punks and Artist Byron, and then Inni. And that takes us up to next Friday. Nice. And then we have that other mellow builder fella that can't hold his a tablet for that long, that just misplaces it.
Yeah.
And then after, and the hilarious thing is, lads, from the 21st to the 25th, it's a double drop each day.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. So on the 21st, we have Terror Cards, which I can only hope that it does some safe kind of NFT.
Right before Christmas, he's going to drop the goriest one for sure.
Oh, of course, yes. I have him and NFT Story Cards, and they're coming on the show soon enough. Then we have Marcus and NFT Elicat.
Yeah.
Crypto Penguin and Brett. Nice. Any observations and Parrot J. And the last day is Derb Cats and Nifty Blocks.
Nice. Nifty Blocks. What is Nifty Blocks dropping?
They're dropping an NFT.
What the heck, man? I didn't know they were dropping something soon.
Oh, I'm waitlisted by them. They've been brilliant to deal with.
By them, ...
No. We'll just leave it like that. We'll just leave it at that. But no, I have to say, we actually do have Bounty Blocks going to come on next year for us.
Oh, I want that for sure, man. I love Bounty Blocks.
I was talking to him. He's up to his eyeballs. I think his name is Dimitri. And he said that he'd happily do it next year. Just at the moment, he's too busy.
Yeah.
So
Is it only airdropping NFTs, or can they set up airdrops for token as well? Do you know?
Do you know? Do you have are you in the Telegram?
Yeah,
Bounty Blocks.
Yeah, that's how I got connected to those guys. Yeah,
originally. They can airdrop tokens as well.
They can do both. They can do both. Oh, see,
brilliant team.
Thank you, Manas. I didn't know that. See, that's what I was wondering.
They are a brilliant team. They're so.
Because there's the NFT tool. Is it a separate tool to drop the FT? Because I'm actually interested in that as someone who sends manually liquidity pool rewards every week. That would save me a ton of time.
Yeah, because I'm about to get into the token thing myself, and I was like, I wonder if they do the airdrop, so I don't have to sit there manually going like deep, 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 deep over and over again. Yeah.
Oh, well, I had that the other day. I had to drop 202 different wax addresses because some I won't mention the artist's name, but he decided to give me different selection of NFTs. So instead of being able to do a bounty box in one go and just do 10 different batches, I had to individually, one by one, 202 copy and paste wax addresses. That was an experience. Not a good experience, but it was an experience.
That was a drinking experience.
Yeah, the worst minting experience I've had is doing that. My crypto PFP when I first did the PFP. Because there's no multiple upload that I know of, at least, to do that. So it was just one by one, doing 100 templates, then uploading the AR for the 100 templates, then getting it on Pinata, plus doing the Nifty blocks set up for each of the drops. It was like, oh my god! I was just talking to Sebastian the other day. He has the one coming up. I think 400
Raptor City, is it?
I don't know what he's calling it. I think it's for is it Dutchy? It's a Dutchy drop, but it's like a pixelated Dutchy PFP project. But I think they were only like halfway through or something. They were definitely feeling it. I think already. It's a task, man. It's a lot to kind of input. So I hope.
We have someone else coming on next week, by the way. Taco, and it is Dingle. One of the guys from Dingleberries is going to be coming on.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. I like the Dingleberry guys, man. That'd be cool.
So I don't know who else is lined up for next week. I just get random text messages going, "Oh, am I in this? Can I have a link for the show?" And go, "Oh yeah, I invited you. I'll get 8-bit on as well." I have 110 things doing that. It's like between doing these drops, chasing artists to make sure I have the drop the day before,
right?
So I can drop out my time when I'm not on shift. So it's just like I have to say, bounty blocks. It's about 10 minutes. Click, 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 click. And it's gone.
It's a miracle tool for sure.
But what I think there should be a site where we have all these tools listed of developers.
Yeah.
The handy tools that make drops easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we should do that. I'm going to try to put up the website actually for the show. I'm going to make a page for the show, so maybe I'll put some basic links for that kind of stuff too. And also, if you're a project out there, guys, and you guys want to come out and show your project to us here on the show, there's a link down in the description. Just go ahead and reach out to us. We'll get you on the show.
I'm going to try to stream this on Twitch next week. So when you have it on YouTube, I'm going to try to do it on Twitch at the same time and just see how that works.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we're streaming on Twitter, I think, right now at the same time too. So like we got YouTube and Twitter going at the same time. All the giveaways are going on over.
Rupert Murdoch be here soon. Don't worry.
So actually, speaking of giveaway, here's another one. So this will be the next giveaway right here. It's for a fighter pack Roman Punks.
Nice.
Here. So the next person is going to get that. So here we go, guys. Let's see who's going to win this one.
It's going to be TC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you son of a.
Oh, lucky
Double
dog.
Unbelievable. Go buy a lottery ticket.
There you go, man. So reach out again. I'm on Twitter. Just go ahead and reach me at M.O.R.B.S15 with your Wax ID, and let me know that you're the dude, and I will send you over what you won. So congratulations, you got a Soul surfboard on wax and a Roman Punks pack. So that's really cool. Awesome.
They just started streaming on Twitch pretty recently. The Roman Punks, like the cards in that pack. If he pulls your card on stream and fights with it and wins, you can win an NFT. So you watch him, and if you have the gladiator he pulls, then it's like a dice game that he rolls on Twitch, and he's like battling things. But like the utility of owning those NFTs is if you watch his show, you can win NFTs by watching him battle them.
Oh, it's nice.
Go do that.
Cool.
That's pretty
awesome.
dope.
Wow, that's super cool, man. So
TC, did you get any of the extractors from Taco Drop?
Did I what? Did I
Did you get any of the extractors?
Yeah,
mining tools.
Yeah, mine's mining. Yeah, I can claim them on Taco. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, no, I was just saying, did you get any?
Yeah, I'm getting them every hour.
No, I'd say the Taco app is brilliant.
Yeah, I think everybody should be on there. Anybody that has a game. I mean,
I just try to get on instead of crash.
I'm literally probably going to start switching my strategy and probably only buy games that are on Taco, because it makes I'm so busy. I need just to be able to go to an app and just claim my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go, Manus. There you go, Pablo. Get your stuff
I'll
on.
spend the whole day going to different sites and never be able to do my own stuff. So
yeah.
I mean, everybody's in a different boat, but that's what it seems to be working for me anyway. If I just
is there a desktop application that Tosco does, or do you have to use a mobile?
Try getting APK.
That I don't know if they do have I don't know if they have a web version.
Try check APK, or we can ask them next week, just especially for you, Max. We'll ask Neon Space wanted just for them.
Yeah, brilliant. Because you can trade your on Allcore. They have Allcore connected in there too.
Built in, yeah.
It's
we use the NF tools on the computer is kind of similar, like nf.tools. That's like Van made that tool. It doesn't have all the games though. It's like only what he plays, so you're kind of limited to what he's doing.
So we have to get in touch with him and be like, "Hey, you should really try out this game. I've been playing this game.
You want to play this game so you can make it cool so I can claim my own stuff?"
Exactly right. That's awesome, man. Well, cool, man. Well, I think we're about ready to wrap it up. If anybody wants to give us a final shout out, Crackers, you got anything to say, man, before we get out of here?
It's bedtime.
Bedtime. There you go. That's all you need to know. Lord Pablo, anything to leave us with?
Also bedtime for me. And
thanks for staying up with us, man. And I've been to Amsterdam. It's a great city, man. It's a fun time out there. Man.
Always welcome here. Awesome. Call me, whatever.
Don't worry, Pablo. I'll take you up on that one. Hello, I'll take you up on that one.
I'll come join you, Crackers. We'll go visit Amsterdam, have a good time, man. Go drink, and have some fun out there. Anyway, Neon,
let's go drinking.
Lewis and Neon Max.
My night is just starting, but have a happy weekend, everybody.
The night is young over here.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
All right, see you later. Thank you.
I'll talk
to you. Do you have anything to say, Manas?
Yeah, it's time for me to wake up.
Oh, right. Thank you so much for staying with us tonight, man. That's awesome. You guys came on. You guys are welcome to come back anytime. Tell us about your project as it keeps growing. Okay, guys. All right. TC, anything else you want to leave us with?
Everybody have a great holiday.
Awesome. All right, guys.
Oh, what's the story for next week? Are we doing 2 p.m.?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Next weekend, guys. So, next week we start going into WAXMESS. So WAXMESS is next Saturday. And I didn't even talk about that, but I'll worry about that later on in the week. Anyway, WAXMESS is a VR art exhibit. Everyone here, you're welcome to send me some NFTs to throw into the space. It is a metaverse. It's a small metaverse, but it is a metaverse. And it has about 40 plus artists showing their work. Direct links. So when you go into the space, you can click on any picture and go directly to that drop and pick up those NFTs. Support local artists, guys. And it's free to enter. It's free to be part of. I don't make any money off it whatsoever, other than the very first sponsor.
Yeah, Neon, you should go in there. It's almost like M.O.R.B.S.
Yeah, it's similar. It's
similar to M.O.R.B.S. Yeah, it's very it's really cool.
And you can chat and you can talk to each other and do the whole thing in there. It's a pretty cool space. I have a lot of plans for what I'm going to be doing with that space.
Can they stream their Twitch through it? I wonder if it's possible.
You can stream your Twitch. You can do whatever you want in there. I'm actually going to be building smaller spaces that won't be under the Waxapalooza moniker, but it's going to be basically...
Are we still accepting artists?
What was that?
Are we cut off point? Are we still accepting artists, or is we gone past?
I'll take artists through the weekend, to be quite honest, because most of it's already done. I already have all the 3D stuff out and done, so it's just...
What do you need from us if we're submitting as artists? Like, what do we submit to you?
2 to 6 pieces of art, JPEG, MP4, or GIF. It can work with animations fine. Send them to artdrop.app@gmail.com.
Can you put that in the private chat too, please?
Yeah. I'll put it there right now.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see your stuff in there, guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That sounds awesome. I'm all about all these like virtual spaces to show off all these digital collectibles is perfect. Like,
the main thing I wanted with the space was I wanted it to be completely a consumer-friendly position. So in other words, right now, for people coming in that aren't artists, and someone's talking. Who's wrong?
No, it's not. I don't.
That's okay, crack. So for the people that aren't in the space, I think it's hard for them to understand NFTs because it's just a JPEG on a screen. It is. It's just a fucking JPEG on a screen. It's really hard for them to conceptualize that this is worth more than just a JPEG. And so I think when you put these metaverses out there, and you can see something kind of like, if you put on especially a VR headset and you go walk around the space, it's a whole nother experience. It's like, oh my God, that's like a piece of art. I look at it as a piece of art. I can see it moving in a different way. And I want it to be just one click. You click it, boom, you can buy it. And I don't take a take from that. That just goes to the artist. I just want the artist and the scene to grow. That's why I built it. And so
Lewis and I made a music video VR experience where you're standing in the studio watching a live performance of a show that Lewis was playing in, and then I put a VR camera in there and then did like a whole style transfer thing to make it look very like you're inside a painting.
Oh, cool.
But it looks sweet if you have a VR headset.
Yeah.
Is that a kind of thing that would be possible to like in the space have if someone is in your world with a VR headset could come in and then like click on this thing and put it on and see the 3-minute video?
It's even one better. It's actually, this is how it would work. So let's like imagine that when you go into the space, if you go to artdrop.app, I'll put that in. Well, let me put that down below real quick so people know. Let's see, 1 second. Okay, if you go to artdrop.app, which is at the bottom here, artdrop.app, you can go check out our Halloween one that we have. So you'll be able to walk around and kind of see what it's going to look like. It's just going to be now Christmas themed. Let's say you walk in there and you wanted to have you walk into another world. Let's say you had a video, right? You send me that video file. I can wrap it in like a, basically it looks like a little circle. And if the person just walks into the circle, they'll be able to experience it 100%.
Oh, perfect. I already have it formatted as a lat long like image format.
So I think that might actually work. I've done that a little bit. That's actually how I got the theme around the whole pace. When you go in there's like a nice big kind of winter theme. And you'll be like,
that could be a dope ass way to display that music video we made, Lewis, for that.
Let's actually, you know what? I think I can actually show you what it looks like real quick. Actually, I think I have it up. If it loads in real quick. Come on, load in. There it is.
Right, lads, I'm not going to be rude. It's 2:10. I am actually going to have a cigarette and hit the hay.
Later,
I shall talk to you.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for coming on.
See you later, lads. Not a problem.
Right, later,
My pleasure as always.
All right, so this is WAXMESS, guys. So as you can see, it's a VR experience all the way through. It's Christmas time. It's in the mountains. We're at the chalet, but we have Halloween art still up other than JRG stuff right here. So if you walk around any of this, if you just click onto anything, you can basically just go to the link. It'll take you right there. Boom, you can find out more about that collection, or sometimes they have links directly to the drops. And that's all the way through the area. This is one of the rooms. There's another room that has houses. Inside those houses are the sponsors' houses, so they have their own little galleries built into each of the pieces. This is an actual working maze. So this is actually the Shining maze. So if you've ever seen the movie The Shining, this is an exact replica. And if you find the end of this maze, which I will show you, you can see the tip of it. There's a snowman over here, way out here in the distance. If you find how to get to him, there is a free NFT waiting for you at the end of the maze. And so that's how you can go be part of it. So
that's really fucking cool.
This is happening on December 18th. This is next Saturday, and it'll be going from 1 to 4 p.m. And like I said, it has lots of animation. You can find a lot of cool artists in here. Like I said, there's 40 plus in here that you can kind of go just take a gander and enjoy. So hopefully you guys will be part of it. Come check it out. And then next year, I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff that's going to be similar to this, but I'm going to do it more intimate. I want to kind of do weekly things. You know, like Twitter has spaces and stuff. I want to kind of do something like that, but in one of those worlds. So it's like I want to do auctions. I think auctions are kind of boring because they're kind of not happening at the moment. I was like, it'd be kind of cool if everyone could come in for like 1 hour, and it's an hour limit, and all the actions end within that hour, and see if we can get people to bid up and kind of make it a little bit more fun and stuff. So we'll see what happens. But anyway,
that's a really cool. I love that idea where it's like, oh, at first I thought it's like a museum gallery where I can see NFTs, and I was already like, that's really cool. And then you're like, oh, but it's a maze, and then if you get to the end of it, there's a prize, which is like, so I can like look at cool artwork while I'm like trying to work my way through a maze. That's like 10 times cooler.
And then this is what's even cooler. So let's say I'm in here, right, and I run into somebody. Let's say this cat is another avatar in here who's checking out everything. At the bottom here, you have these controls, and you're able to actually do lots of things. You can share actually your camera, so you can actually video chat directly in this. You can share your screen. You can also place images, and you can even take selfies. So like right here, I can see right there, I'm a selfie. Right here, I can take a picture. That's going to take a selfie of me inside the space. And there you go. There's my selfie.
Wow.
I can tweet this out if I want. I can do whatever.
You can make NFTs right inside the space.
You can actually. Right. You could actually take a picture inside the space, make it an NFT, and I don't care. That'd be awesome. That'd be super cool. So
really
maybe
cool.
that would be the next trend. People can be avatars, and that's the other thing too. Since you have a project, guys, I didn't have enough time on this one, but next year we're going to make it so that the collections can create their own custom avatars that people can load in and go into the space under their avatars for that collection. So
that's another way you'd be adding like ability to smaller collection owners to create utility for their collectors, which is really cool.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I really want to build up and connect with a lot more collections. You know, I had a big move. I was in Los Angeles for years, and then I moved up here to Portland right in September. So I've been still just kind of unpacking. So I haven't been able to really dive in as much as I want. Plus, releasing stuff weekly has not been easy. So, but next year I want to definitely connect with all you guys. You know, any collections out there, I want to connect and make it kind of our own little fun metaverse that kind of works for us to make sure that people can kind of find out utility. Like, I think it'd be cool, like, you know, if Neon Space has their own house or something again. And
yeah,
go in there and
in like a neon style, like maze or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
do something just specifically for that collection and your community that has links going right to your Discord. You can, and that's another thing. This actually runs on a backend that connects to a Discord bot that they're working on right now. That so if someone was in Discord and they went into the space, it would pop up an alert on your Discord channel. Hey, so and so's in the space, so people would know when people were.
Oh, here we go.
So it'd make it really easy to start to connect with people and use it as an actual space to meet up in a virtual reality. So
I imagine you could also, if you had like you said, if there's a group of other people in this space, you could realistically drop a claim link and not a bot would get it.
125%, yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, the only problem I had last time was because Nifty still didn't have that hidden drop feature. So as soon as things drop that are free, people, you know, the bots still see it on the blockchain. So what Nifty has now is one where you can hide that drop, so bots won't be able to see it. So in this, that's 100% possible, where you would actually have to be in this space to be able to claim that NFT. So
yeah.
You can get your brother to play in his band or do whatever music in this.
Yeah, man.
You could do those drops also, like whitelisted drops where the claim link itself is the whitelist key.
It could totally, it could be that simple. Actually, you could have, like, let's say for you guys, right? We build you just a neon room. It's one room, and you click that link. It takes you to that room. You walk in it. You can have maybe music playing, because this is also audio capable. It plays video. Stream video.
That's cool. Yeah, music's a big part of our collection too, which is that's really.
You can also have like a message come up. You know, like a very matrixy kind of thing, like a message from Neon Space. Like, this is what you get. Click this link. And they get the link. That'd be a great way to kind of do some stuff. I actually like that idea a lot. That's kind of add some more mystery to the claim, you know. Yeah,
and then I mean, there's literally no way that a bot is grabbing that claim link unless
there's absolutely no way they
that
can
are
get
like
inside
playing the game, which would be unbelievably sophisticated. And there's no way that they're doing that.
Someone would have to build a bot that had enough AI on it to know to walk through a maze to get to the end of the maze and click the button. It's like, I don't think that's going to happen. So
yeah, exactly. I guess then it would be maybe if your community member got there and posted the link publicly somewhere. But
exactly, that could happen. But that's a whole nother.
That would be their prerogative as a winner of the maze.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
But so anyway, so that's happening December 18th. So hopefully you guys will come check it out. We're going to do a stream on Friday. We're going to go earlier. We're going to start doing them at 2:00 instead of 4:20. I think it's just a little late for a lot of people that are on the other side of the planet. And then Saturday we'll do a stream during the actual thing, and we'll have some live auctions. And if you guys want to stop in, just stop in. I'll send a claim link out for anybody. It's going to be kind of open mic for anybody who wants to come in and talk during that day. So
cool.
All right. So anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through this, and I'll see you guys next week. And adios, man. We're out. Chop.
Bye.
That's the wrap.
See ya.